Good afternoon, Fantasy Bay. Mike Williams here with another Week 11 game preview. And today we're going to be going over the Cowboys versus the Lions. Let's get it started. So the spread for this game is -5 for the Cowboys over the Lions. I expect the Lions to be playing without Matthew Stafford. That's actually a huge blow for them, especially offensively. I'll get to them in a minute. We're going to start with the Cowboys. Dak Prescott, I think, is a fantastic play this week. I think that he is going to have his way with the Lions, and I believe after that loss last week, he is ready for a nice win. So I think that they're not going to be pulling up the brakes on the I don't think they're going to be pushing the brakes on this one. I think Dak has a great game. And next, his running mate, Amari Cooper, has been playing absolutely fantastic. Love Amari Cooper so far this year, man. 31 points. He's getting targeted heavily. 14 targets, 11 receptions. My man's a beast. Of course, you're starting him every week. Don't care who you're going against. Now, the two receivers that you are kind of debating whether or not you're going to play is Michael Gallup and Randall Cobb, who both scored a touchdown last week. Gallup had himself 75 yards to go along with that off of 10 targets. That's amazing. And then Randall Cobb had 8 targets for 106 yards and a touchdown. So I think that they're both playing pretty solid and pretty well. This team seems to be clicking on all cylinders. But does that speak more to them, or does that speak to the Vikings secondary? The Vikings secondary has been giving up a lot of points, and they're not the vaunted secondary that they were before, where the road was closed. Road is kind of open. It's like a one-lane road, but it's still open. I think that Randall Cobb Randall Cobb is a solid flyer if you need one, and I think Michael Gallup should actually have a pretty decent game in this one. Let's get to the running back position and Ezekiel Elliott. He only had 7 fantasy points. He had 20 attempts for 47 yards. That's terrible. Only 2 receptions. Now, the Minnesota defense against the run is actually absolutely fantastic. But here's the thing. He's going against the Lions this week, who are absolutely awful at defending the run. So he should feast. I believe they're the second worst. Yeah, allowing the second most fantasy points to the running back at 25.2. This is a get-right game for Zeke. Watch out for him. Play him in daily. He should be running it down their throat, especially considering that Matthew Stafford's going to be out. The Lions are going to be behind, which means the Cowboys are going to be ahead trying to run out the clock. That screams a Zeke Elliott game, so watch out for that. Jason Witten's been up and down, but as far as tight ends go, he's always solid. He's always a solid play because he's going to get his targets. He had 4 targets a couple weeks ago, then 9 targets, 5 targets. I think he's going to be fine. I think he's a fine play. All right. You could probably actually play the Cowboys defense, too, against the Lions. The Lions are playing a backup quarterback. Don't forget about that. Jeff Driscoll just needs one more score. Jeff Driscoll came in, played all right, had 18 fantasy points, almost 270 yards-ish, and a passing touchdown. It's not bad. He's doesn't have much experience, so I didn't expect too much from him coming in out of nowhere. I'm not playing him, though, so skip him. Now, Kenny Golladay, the question is, what does he do to your receivers? Because Kenny Golladay, I still believe, is a start because his talent will win out. But Marvin Jones, he's not going to have his blow-up 43-point game or 26-point game. I think that he can have an okay game and get you like 10, 12 points. But don't forget, Dallas is actually really good against the wide receiver. They're the second best in the league. Only allowing 15.5 points a game to the wide receiver position. So if I had to pick one, I'm going to pick Kenny Golladay. But Marvin Jones, there's always a chance that the touchdown lands in Marvin Jones' lap instead of Kenny Golladay. But if you're betting on it, Kenny Golladay is going to have a decent game. And when it comes to their backfield, this is going to may surprise a couple people. The only person I really trust is J.D. McKissick. I think J.D. McKissick is a great pickup. He had 10 attempts, which I believe the other two running backs had 5 attempts, so that's more than them. 36 rushing yards, meh. But here's the thing: he had 6 receptions. 6 receptions is pretty good. 19 yards, 6 receptions in a full-point PPR league. That actually might get it done. So it looked like the quarterback was looking to him. The Cowboys are middle of the pack against the run, so I actually think that they should. J.D. McKissick is my sleeper for the running back position in this game. I think T.J. Hawkinson is an okay play this week. The Cowboys are terrible against the tight end, allowing the 4th most fantasy points to the tight end position at 9.7. So I think they should be fun, and I'm not playing their defense. So. Mike Williams, Fantasy Bay. Let me know if you have any questions. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Check out my social media down below. And good luck this week. Peace.